Hi, guys. So it's been a while. This is current Anthony and Tanya with Karma's a Stitch. We're just recording a quick intro. Today is May 11th. And we had said last year that we were going to not post some videos until some stuff in our personal lives settled down. We did not want to bring any drama onto the channel, and we didn't want to have to look at you in your hair.
Yeah, I got up, didn't take a shower this morning, so
Oh, you nasty.
yeah, I got up and I just put a hat on.
Yep.
So
And then he came over to mow my lawn for me.
Yep.
Because he's such a great son. So yeah, we have some stuff going on in our lives, and I was like, I don't want to bring any of that into the channel, and I didn't want to have to pretend and put on a smiley face every week. So we just kind of put stuff on hold for a little while with the channel, and I've had several people reach out. I have stayed involved with the community Zooms that we've been a part of for a while, and so this is current us because we are ready. We are ready to get back on a normal weekly schedule. I have a stack of FOs back here that we will get to. But this intro is just so that I can say you're getting ready to watch past Anthony and Tanya.
Yeah.
I think the episode I'm recording this for was recorded last fall. I want to say September.
I think we've done at least one since we've got here.
Yeah, but that's not this one that I'm going to upload tomorrow. The one that I'm uploading tomorrow, I believe, recorded back in September. It talks about some of our FOs.
Okay.
We had put the time into recording it and talking about things. But I also want to let folks know two big things. Number one, the email that you're going to hear me talk about in this episode is no longer. The correct email will be printed on the screen. Just pretend like you don't hear the words coming out of my mouth.
In the videos that you're going to attach.
Yep. We have a new email which will be on the screen. And the other thing is I have a new system that I've been doing with my knitting projects and my whips, and it's time for another cast on party. So we will be having another cast on party. The date for that is June 10th. It's a Saturday. So mark your calendar if you're interested in participating, and we will talk more about it with each of the episodes that are getting ready to come out. But June 10th will be our next cast on party, and you guys enjoy the past
videos.
Anthony and Tanya. Okay, bye.
See ya.
Ready? Hello, welcome to Karma's a Stitch. I'm Tanya.
I'm Anthony.
And this is where we talk about our crafting stuff, yarn related, fiber related. I knit and crochet. Anthony knits. We haven't put a video out in a while, and we know that, but we've decided there's a lot of stuff going on in our life, so we're going to keep recording and editing and uploading them to YouTube, but we're not going to make the videos live until some of the stuff in our personal life settles down a little bit and we can kind of focus on responding to comments in a timely fashion and answering emails, because right now, if folks were to comment, I don't know that I would have the mental headspace to respond. So we have had several people reach out on Instagram and email, checking in on us, and we are okay. We've just got a lot of stuff going on in the home front area. So if you're new here, what a crazy episode to find us on, and I'm so sorry, but welcome. And if you are returning, you guys, thank you so much for sticking by and waiting this time out with us. I really do appreciate it.
Sticking by, in this specific time.
So we have lots to share, and that's why I wanted to keep up with these videos. I wanted to make sure that, like, if I wait 2 months, I've got a lot of crafting, and that first episode would be insane. So I figured if Anthony and I record and keep ourselves on track right now, it will be easier to share the progress of everything that we're working on when we're ready to share and publish these videos. So welcome. If you are looking to get in touch with us, I've got a hair.
Don't you hate that?
I do. So if you're looking to get in touch with us, you can find me on Instagram as Karma's A Stitch. And if you would like to find us on Ravelry, I do try to keep my Ravelry page pretty current, and I'm 76 Karma on Ravelry. Anthony also has a Ravelry account, but we haven't put much on there. One day we will. We wanted to make sure we had an account set up for him, but he's really not active on there. What's your Ravelry?
Yeah, so like my mom said, I'm not very active on it, but I'm 94 Karma.
Yep. So we are both on Ravelry. I do try really hard to respond to everybody. It's been great. We started this channel for kind of a sense of community. We do start every episode with a scripture. So the scripture for this video, I'll put on the screen here, but then I'll type the whole scripture up at the end of this episode. So the scripture for this week is
Matthew 17:20.
So I will put Matthew 17:20 at
I like this verse.
It's a good one. At the end of the episode. So we do not have any new stuff. We start our episodes with acquisitions, and then we talk about whips, and then we talk about FOs, and then we talk about any events going on. Can you see that fly?
I do.
What the heck?
I don't know where it's coming from.
So that's kind of the order and format of our episodes. I don't have any new stuff here to share with you.
I think I might
because you shared that on our last one.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been about 3 weeks. Today, as we're recording, is September 28th. So we recorded, I want to say 2.5 weeks ago. And it's just been crazy around here. So it's September 28th today. I don't know what day this episode will go live, but today is September 28th and it is episode 44. So I'm going to start with my whips. This first one, I know you guys have seen, but I've made a lot of progress on it. This is the one that sits, this is a bag my mom made. It's just an envelope style. No pockets, no, just a nice bag. It sits in my car. This is the one I've been working on in my car lately. And it is the litmus cowl. It's a wonderful project for me because I don't have to do any ends. Not that I do them anyway, but... And let's see, last time you guys saw this, I was here. So I had quite a bit done. I'm making progress, but this is what I've done since then. Anthony's trying to catch a fly. So this is what I've done since the last time you guys have seen that. I will move this up right now so that next week when we share, it will be accurate. What I'm using, this project called, I believe, for a size 4, a US 4 needle. I am using a 5, mainly because I was at the yarn shop and I wanted to start on it, and the only size they had in the shop at the time was a 5. So I either went down to a 3 or up to a 5, and I decided to go up to a 5. So I have moved my progress keeper up. I am using some of these little mini just random mini skeins. And I had 2 of these tubes. The colors kind of matched, and I organized them kind of in a fade that I wanted to go with. Emptied out the first one. And then the main color that I'm putting in between, it's got a little...
With that color, you could probably, I mean, you might be able to...
It goes in between each one.
Yeah, no, I know that, but it would probably be, yeah, you might be able, never mind.
So it's called rose gold, and it does have a little bit of stellina in it. I'm not sure if the camera's gonna pick that up or not. I mean, it's just got a very small amount of stellina in it. The colorway is rose gold. It's 75% superwash, 20% nylon, 5% stellina by Queen City Yarn. It's her Uptown sock base. So yeah, when I picked this color out, this is the one where it just has a little bit of like a, I don't know, dirty. It was just, it just looks like it's got a little brown or gray in it. And so this has become my dirty cowl, and I love it, and I love working on it, and it's been perfect for me not having the mental capacity to there's just times I need something very, very basic. So that is what I have been working on. The next, oops, I should put the pattern back in there. Mm-hmm. The next whip that I have has reached a stage where I would love to celebrate this as a completed phase. And the next phase should be considered a whole new project. Because if you remember earlier this year, there was a local dyer to me who did a trunk show, and she had 40 some different colored minis. I bought one of each, and I re-rinsed them, and for a couple of our episodes I had a bunch of minis hanging behind Anthony and I was making granny squares with them. I'm gonna sneeze, I'm so sorry. Okay, so
God bless you.
I was making granny squares with these minis, and I was making 2 different style granny squares.
Like kind of not reverse.
Just different.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did one of each style with each color mini. So I've got a few minis. There are a few granny squares here.
Just a couple.
I have a lot. I have a lot. And I've got 2 of each color. I feel like I should be celebrating that. Like, as an FO, like, woo, look at all these granny squares I got done.
I have a question.
Don't ask about the ends. That's what you're going to ask.
Yeah, well,
no,
yeah.
Don't ask.
Okay.
Okay, the ends are still very there.
So you know what else I was going to say after that?
It's not an FO.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So
I don't want to steal your joy.
Yeah, you do.
Well, no, you told me to stop, and I'm glad you did, because that would have, yeah.
So
yeah,
it's okay. It's kind of comical at this point. Each mini was a 20-gram mini, and this is about how much I have left of each one. And that is enough to make granny squares about this size. Okay, and so I've thought about doing some 3x3 granny squares, combining 9 of this size, and including those into the blanket. The Teton Yarns is the name of the yarn dyeing company that I got these mini from, and she just did another trunk show, and she had these gorgeous little things. So I know I can get 2 minis out of, or 2 granny squares out of this. And I thought, oh, how fun would it be to have a couple multicolored ones throughout this blanket, because I am going to put these squares together as a blanket. My hang up at this point in time, I need to figure out placement of these squares. The squares are about 6 inches by 6 inches, and I need to decide if I want one really big blanket or if I want 2 separate blankets.
Can I give mine?
Yes, please do.
I think that it would be like just make one blanket with all of them, and you should make it for Alex.
So that was my thought. Okay, but if I divide these into 2 groups, okay, and I took one of each, some of them with this and some of this, like maybe this blanket would have these 2, right? The other blanket would have these 2.
Yeah, I think
and
that,
make one for my daughter and one for my granddaughter.
That would be really awesome.
So that was kind of my thought.
That's actually I like that idea a lot better.
Yeah, so that was kind of my thought, because then they would have kind of twin blankets, right? But not identical twins.
And I don't think we've explained this. So my mom's granddaughter, my niece, and my little sister, my niece is actually 6 months older than my little sister.
Yes.
So they're actually,
my granddaughter was born in May.
Yeah.
And then my daughter was born in December.
Yeah. So my niece is 7, and my little sister Alex, she'll be 6.
Yep, and she'll be 7 in December.
Yep.
So that was kind of my thought, but I don't know if that would then make these blankets too small. So I'm still playing with that a little bit, but that's still a whip because I haven't connected them. But what an achievement.
Yeah.
Huge achievement.
Yeah.
So hook size, because I am crocheting, I am using a size G hook.
Because you'd think that by measuring this, the size, you'd use numbers like knitting needles.
G has a millimeter size, but I don't know what it is. Crochet does letters.
Yeah, that's
When I connect all of the granny squares, I will be using this cream base color that's in the middle of each one of these.
Okay.
So this is what I'll be using to connect with. I have a full skein plus this much of another skein. So that is where this project is. Last year for one of my advents, I did a granny square blanket with one of my advent calendars, and Alex with My Yarny Corner had done a corner to corner, and I don't know if she used this method or if she had mentioned this method. Anyway, through watching Alex, I ended up searching for a continuous join. So to do a continuous join for these granny squares, and I had so much fun connecting all those squares as I made them that I'm looking forward to connecting these and joining them and finishing off the blankets. But I do want to really put some time into color placement within the blankets. So, and again, this project is also being housed in an amazing bag made by my mom. I love this fabric so much. My mom makes these cake pods, so it has a little handle. and then it unzips, and this part can fold down. And not only do you have little pockets around the inside, but a zipper for stitch markers or whatever. So this has been perfect using the minis. I've really loved it. So it's staying in there so I can continue using that with... Is it a coffee break? Okay, coffee break.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, my last and final whip, I don't know if I should be calling it a whip. Okay, and you can tell me if you think it's a whip. Work in progress.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't cast it on yet. So is it a work in progress?
In your head,
it's
a whip.
I'm casting it on today.
It's a whip. But
Did you just hit your mom?
I did. What if I did it again?
So do you think it's a whip? If I haven't cast it on yet?
In your head, because in your head you know what, like, you're going, like, in your head you've kind of cast it on,
mm-hmm.
and you know what it's going to look. So yeah, in your head,
mm-hmm.
it's a whip.
Okay.
But out, like, physically, literally,
yeah,
it
it's
isn't
not.
until it's actually cast on.
Okay.
Like, in my that to me.
Okay. So all this buildup, and I can't show you what it is. Why? Because it's a mystery. It is a mystery knit along, and it is called Memories of Moonlight. It has a little saying with clue 1 here. Let me see. Clue 1 says, riding in a car on the way home from a concert, I look up at the full moon through the window and realize for the first time that it shines in the same shape no matter where you see it from. 6 years old. That was said by somebody who was 6.
Okay.
Clue 2, because I'm a week and a half behind, so Clue 2 has already been released. Clue 2 says, alone in the moonlight, I gaze up at the blossoms of the cherry tree near my new dormitory and long for home. That is said by an 18-year-old. So this is going to be a shawl or a wrap. Not too sure what shape it is. Here's the name down here. I really don't want to smash these names. And that's my concern, is that I would.
So with what she said, the 6-year-old said that it shines in the same shape. Well, yeah, I kind of was thinking a little too literal about it. Because no matter where you are on the world, like, whenever, so in Alaska, where we were from, and in the moon, like, it was crescent, meaning it wasn't like a full moon. It was like a part of it. It was kind of like perfectly, like, it was like this.
Yeah.
But if you're in Florida, it was like a smiley face. Like it was
same shape though.
Yeah, same shape. And I'm sorry.
Okay.
I like overthought. Yeah.
That's okay.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. Sometimes it's good to talk through stuff. So I am really excited to get started with this. I have a couple of friends that are working on the same mystery knit along. They've already started. I put off starting because I wanted to finish one of my FOs. So I'm a little late to the party, but I'm gonna show up. And so I will be casting this on today. You had to choose 4 colors. So the 4 colors I have chosen, and let me see if I can get and it's kind of a Japanese theme, and that's what I wanted, or that's the pattern. So let's see here. This stinking fly, did you see that thing?
It was, yeah, I'm wanting to, like, have it land closer to me so I can like kind of sneak up, because I do get them like every once in a while. But
two of these are Cascade Heritage, and two of them are not, but I don't know which is which. So I will show you the yarns and then I'll show you the yarn tags. I'm pretty confident that this one is Queen City Yarn, her Uptown sock base, 75 superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% stellina. And this one has stellina. The colorway is called Golden Rule. I think that's this one.
mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've got that one. Then I've got two Cascade Heritage skeins. Okay, their colorways are numbered. So I don't know, I've got number 5751 and 5755, okay? I don't know of these remaining three, which are my Cascade. And then I have Llama Love Joy, hand-dyed fibers, fingering weight, hand-dyed yarn in Salt Lake City, Utah, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and it is called Batfish. I think this one is the Batfish. I don't know that Cascade puts things out like this. And this looks hand-dyed. So I feel pretty confident that this would be here.
Does it feel, because with it being llama,
that's just the name of her company.
Well,
it doesn't mean there's llama in there. It's superwash merino and nylon. There's no llama in it. That's
I was gonna say, because you'd think that she would use llama,
No, not with all of it. That's just the name of her company.
Not like the entire thing. I forgot that you said what it was made out of.
Yep. No, that's okay. And then these are the remaining two colors.
I like how like the colors that you've chosen, because you can see how like it kind of goes along with with the moon and
so that's, let's see if I can turn this around, that little dangly, oopsie. There we go, let's try that. So that is the color for the cowl I'm starting. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm excited to get started today. Yay. This is being housed in a bag that has my name on it. It was made specific for me for helping out at the last retreat last year that I was a part of. It's got this wonderful little cinch sack. And the best part is it's got my name on it. And I know some of you may be thinking, wait a minute, didn't she just say it's like the end of September? Isn't there another cowl getting ready to start? Yes, there is.
By Stephen.
Not north, not south.
Stephen West.
Yeah. So yes, I will also be doing the Stephen West, and we will talk about that shortly. I am super excited about that. This is something that popped up with friends, and you guys, right now, it feels so good to have friends around me and doing stuff with my friends. It's just helping me feel super connected. So I really wanted to participate in this cowl, and there will be a 2-week lay or overlap with the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along. I'm hoping that I'll be able to keep up with both, because that'll be hopefully the slowest 2 weeks of the Stephen West and the longest 2 weeks as I'm finishing this one. So I'm hoping I can maintain. That is my plan. We'll talk more about that at the end of the episode. Anthony. You've got whips. Whips.
Plural.
Plural.
Okay, so can I, it wouldn't really, so the
whips.
first whip that I got is this one. So I remember I was
You can hold it closer, camera's here.
Yep.
There you go.
So I remember, or do you guys remember whenever I was saying that this one was going to be a hat? Well, I used up the entire skein. Thank you. But it wouldn't be a very good it wouldn't be a very good hat. Because I'm donating all of the stuff that I make to the homeless shelter for like the winter and stuff, and so I went and I bought another skein, and I just kept knitting, and so it's gonna be like a really long cowl, and so I've gotten. Cause I thought
You already moved it.
Oh, I already did. Okay, so. Yes, I showed this to you guys in the last video. So this is my whip, and so since I showed it to you in the last video, I haven't really been working on it because my placekeeper is in the same place. But I'm working on another project because I went and I met up with my mom, and and I forgot this project, and so
and we were going to be sitting for a while.
Yeah, we were.
Like, we went to a restaurant, and I had some paperwork I had to do, and Anthony went with me. I'm going to turn this a little bit so he's more in the screen.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Anthony was going to just sit there, and he's like, "Oh." I forgot my project. And I happened to have some of his yarn still in my car.
Yep.
So it worked out great.
Yeah. So right now I am working on, and I'm gonna make a scarf, not a cowl. I'm gonna make like an actual scarf, and this was for like you and I.
Mm-hmm. I am just so proud of how your edges look. Your stitches all look so even.
So this is how far I've gotten, and so I've
put your progress keeper in there.
Yep, no, that's what I'm doing, and
it's so lovely.
Yeah, and it's like it's not tight. It's.
What size needle are you using?
I am using. I'm using an 8, a US 8.
Good.
And I'm gonna put my placekeeper. Put it right in the middle. And yeah, so I put the placekeeper right there, and if you guys will see the
So why don't you talk about the yarn you're using?
Yes, the yarn I'm using, my grandma donated it to me, and so my grandma donated this to me.
What is it?
It is mandala ombre, and it's.
I'm gonna try to get that so it doesn't fall apart on you.
Yeah.
There you go.
How much are
ball huggers?
Yeah, how much are those?
Are you pulling from the center?
Yeah.
I have one. You keep talking about your yarn, what it's made out of, how many yards are in it, what your plans are, and I'll grab you one.
Okay. Well, I don't want to keep, you know, bugging or bothering or.
Nope, I've got several.
Okay. So it's a mandala ombre, and kind of curves around. But yeah, mandala ombre, and it is 344 yards. Or 315 meters. It's 100% acrylic.
Super soft though.
Oh yeah, especially with the you know, like with the loose. Well, that's not loose. It's just like a lot tighter than how, you know, whenever I started. And so, but then she donated me the same kind, mandala ombre, but then this as well. So thank you, Grandma. I really do appreciate it.
Did you talk about the colorway?
The colorway.
Yeah, what color
Oh,
is
the
this?
name of the color.
Yeah. Does it give you a color?
There's a number here.
Right here.
Oh, this one, it's Zen, and this one right here is Chi. And
so let me see that skein and I'll put it in here.
Okay. Take it out this way.
Yep,
Okay.
that's what I was
It's
trying.
alright.
It's okay.
I was trying, cause it, yeah. Now so with this, so with my other whip, it is, I got another bag, which my grandma has made. And it has a couple of pockets in there. You know, this one and then this one for
your notions.
my notions and stitch marker and other needles and a pocket for anything really, and then you guys have, you know, seen this from the last, or did I show this in the last video?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I love that bag.
I do too. So this one is, it's just a bag.
Just a canvas bag.
Just a canvas bag, and it's this isn't your grandma's knitting, and but this is my mom's. It's but yeah, and so do you want me to go over the yarn and the needles in this project?
If you'd like to talk about it, yeah.
Okay. I don't have
the ball band.
Yes, but I have another. I have this, which I don't have the other one in this too. Okay.
Why don't we talk about that next time then?
Yeah.
We'll record again. We're going to record again in a week.
Yep.
So, all right. So here's this for you.
All right, Donka.
Nice little hug. It's going to hold it nice and tight for him.
Yep.
All right. So are we ready to start talking about FOs?
Yes.
Okay. Can I just talk about this one that keeps falling?
Yes.
You're on it. You're on it. There we go. I finished. So I have 2 FOs this week. 2 FOs to talk about this week. This here, Jane, if you are watching, plug your ears. This is the Stephen West Smorgasbord. I did finish it. Oh, this fly. It's no joke. Okay. So here is my smorgasbord. It has been blocked. It's got some extra fringe on the edges. So because I'm calling that fringe, I will call this an FO. But look at this, you guys. Is that the wrong side? I got you looking at the wrong side, so sorry. I will go through the colors that I used for this because I mean, look at the stitches, look at the colors. I had so much fun with this, truly enjoyed making every bit of it. But that's just how I feel about Stephen West. I mean, his designs, I know a lot of his stuff looks complicated, but he just really does take the intimidation factor out of his patterns. Truly. I love this project. So a lot of them that I've done with him, I shouldn't say a lot. I haven't done a lot. I have given away because I don't necessarily love the color placement. This one, I knew I was gonna love the colors. This is one I'm keeping for myself. This is a shawl that I plan on wearing at night in the winter, and I love it. I'm so in love with how this shawl turned out with the fringe. Do you like my fringe, Anthony?
I love it. Is that what so the ends that haven't been woven in, you just call them fringe?
Yep. I might even braid them.
I might. Yeah.
So yes, okay, so I'm gonna go through the colors that I used for this. So I used all Inner Yarns In yarn. Inner Yarns In is local to me dyer. And here we go. So here, this color here was right here. This was her Essawint colorway.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
That was the one with her grandson helping her name it. And he saw an elephant. It was an animated elephant that he had seen, and he was trying to say elephant, and it came out Essawint. So that's what she named this colorway.
That's pretty cool.
I love it.
Yeah.
So that was my color A, and this is how I labeled them. And I have quite a bit of yarn left from that. And that is one thing I have found with Stephen West is I tend to have quite a bit of extra. Color B, I don't know if I'm gonna go in order. I'm not. Okay, so this was my color F. Get the ball hugger off of here. And it was this steely gray. It's called Standing Stones. And this is on her superwash fingering, 100% superwash merino, Standing Stones. And so that one, let's see if I got that one standing alone anywhere. Right here is one little strip right here of that one, way up top. I think that's the only place it's by itself. But that was my color F. Oh, this fly. Can you see it?
Yes.
Is it irritating you like it's irritating me?
Yeah, that's why I keep trying to get it every time it lands.
Okay. This one. You gonna make it? This was my color G. And she hadn't named this one yet because it was going to be a part of one of her advents. So this one hadn't been named yet. And it is on her Simply sock base, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon.
Kind of looks like Snickle Fritz.
Snickle Fritz?
Yeah.
I don't know who Snickle Fritz is.
I don't even know if it's a name. It's just a...
That's what comes to your mind?
Yeah. I mean, I could think of it maybe as a name. But...
Do you remember the name of this one?
Bubblegum.
Yes. So this was my color C. Now, with this project, I knew I wanted the pink and the dark charcoal gray to be my end chevron border. And I placed the colors knowing that color C and color D made this chevron border. So C was bubblegum, and that was it.
So that's like the chevron is bubblegum, but the other one, how's that gray? It looks dark blue.
This part is blue. This was gray.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Like them next to each other with the pink. It looks the same color, but up close you can tell the difference.
Yeah. So what he's looking at is the chevron is in pink and gray, but this border right above it is a blue. Can you see the difference?
I don't know if the camera does it justice.
Yeah.
But
sorry.
There are two different colors. It's just you can't really tell.
Maybe with the skeins up, you'll be able to tell. This right here is the blue that is this border above the chevron. And this one is called Pretty Blue, and this was color B. Loved that color so much. I mean, it's got some black in it. It's got some really tonal, lighter shades of blue. I loved this, but you guys, I've got so much left of each one of these, each one. And I would weigh them. If I think about it, I will weigh them and put the amount that I have left of each one on the screen. I may not have the time to do that, but it's a really great thought. So this here is my color D. This one's called Mariah. This was the gray that I striped with the bubblegum pink.
Yeah, do you see how that can be mistaken for, like, where's
right
it?
here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
Like
this one
with
is the blue stripe above, and then this gray one is the one I had striped with the pink.
Like with the two colors separate, like without the loud other color, you could definitely tell the difference. But with the
So I mean, if you look at this, okay, I mean, these were the colors that I used. I have a lot of yarn left from this shawl. I have a lot.
You can make other projects.
I will be making more projects, but I loved working with this yarn. I loved how the colors all went together. I mean, I think it's just beautiful. I love it so much. I love it so much. So much. Okay, so that's my first FO. And I know that Anthony's like, oh, I'm donating all my things to the homeless shelter for winter, and it's the end of September. But you guys, it's been in the 90s here, Fahrenheit, in the last 2 days.
Yeah, today is supposed to get up to 91, and that's supposed to be like 30-something, like a low 30-something Celsius.
I don't know. I'd have to double check. But yes, so it's still warm. I'm not thinking about winter. I'm still in flip-flops. I'm still happily in flip-flops.
Yeah, I'm wearing a t-shirt and I'm wearing pants, but shorts would not, it'd be, it's not a crazy idea.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm not thinking about winter. It is a little bit warmer, but speaking of winter, not all of us are quite as fortunate, and it is actually starting to feel like winter. And for some people that's amazing and they're looking forward to it. I'm not one of those people. I was born and raised in Alaska. I'm okay without the cold. As long as I can put off the cold, I'm happy. But my mom still lives.
So 91 Fahrenheit is 32 Celsius.
Yep.
So it's still nice and toasty.
So it is still getting chilly in Alaska where my mom lives. And for those of you that have watched us for a while, you'll know that my mom was just here visiting. And while she was here visiting,
Sorry.
it's okay. And while she was here visiting, we obviously went to the yarn shop, and she picked out a yarn I was not familiar with, and it was so soft. And it is made up of, and I don't remember the percentages, but it is mainly, I want to say 65% baby alpaca. Then it's got camel hair in it, and it's got cashmere and silk. Amazing. It was so soft, like melted butter soft. So fantastic. My mom touched it. Well, my mom's allergic to wool. Mm-hmm. And she touched this and she's like, oh, and she rubbed it on her face and she's like, oh, I could wear this. So she bought 2 skeins of it. These are the 2, this is what I have left of my FO of each. These were 50-gram skeins, okay? 50-gram skeins. It is the Fiber Company Road to China Lights. That's the yarn that this is. And look, I don't know if you can see the pearlescent of that purple, but it is glorious. Okay, so, and then there is a lovely lady who works in the yarn shop. Her name is Kimber. So if you're local, we can all go into the yarn shop and say, Kimber, hello. I need a copy of your pattern because Tanya said it's amazing. And it is called the Turtleneck Caldana. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. But my mom saw it and said, oh, I'd love one of those. So we have made my mother one of these.
That's probably a good picture to show too.
I will. Good call, son. You need 2 needle sizes for this. It is on Ravelry. I'll show you the name of it again if you want to look. I will have a project page linked in the description box below. And I'll tell you what, this was so fun. It was so much fun. It had about 400 miles of ribbing, but it was perfect for my mental state right now.
400 miles?
Yeah, 400 miles. That's what it felt like. Am I there yet? Am I there yet? Am I there yet?
Like I was thinking maybe it's like meters or...
So here it is. And this is for my mom.
I like the colors. Nice job, Grandma.
I know. And you know, I got a little fringe for her. However,
she knows how to fix them.
However, while she was here, we taught her how to weave in fringe. So if she doesn't like the fringe, guess what? She knows how to safely weave it in.
Does she have the needles, though?
I sent her home with a notions pouch full of tapestry needles. Okay. So I'm going to move the camera back a little bit so that you guys can see. But this turned out so great. She can wear it under... She could braid it. But yeah, it turned out so amazing. And it is so soft. And it did not take very long at all. And she could put on a jacket over it. And it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And it was a joy to make. So if you are so inclined, it was amazing. And if you haven't worked with this yarn before,
it's so soft.
Holy smokes. So this will be on its way to my mother. I know.
It's so soft.
I know. It's amazing. I mean, look at that. Yeah, I loved it, you guys. I loved making it. If I had somebody to make more for, I would, but I don't know anybody else who would wear one.
You can make one for me.
Would you wear one?
I would give it to someone who would.
But would you wear one?
No,
I'm not
probably
knitting.
not.
I'm not knitting for just anybody. So, and again, that was housed in a project bag made by my mom. Oh, and I didn't talk about, so this project bag that I had my Stephen West shawl in was being housed in the 2022 Sweet 16 Puget Sound yarn tour.
Isn't that in Alaska?
And that was given to me by a friend of mine here locally. Wasn't that so thoughtful?
Mm-hmm. Did she, because, I mean, we're from Alaska, and isn't Puget Sound
Part
in
of
Alaska?
it. Part of it. The other part is in Washington, near Seattle.
Oh, is that where she's from?
No, but she went there for the yarn tour.
And then, is that where she got the bag?
Yeah, she brought it back.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I thought that maybe she brought it, like she gave it to you because Puget Sound is in Alaska and you're from Alaska.
It's because she went there with her sister.
Gotcha.
So you, sir, also have an FO.
Yeah. And also, since I've been here knitting, when I got here, I was knitting. It was at this, like right about here earlier today, since I got here. And I've finished the light blue, and you can kind of tell that I'm getting back into the dark, or the dark blue.
I think it's funny that you're calling that blue.
What would you call it?
Green.
Turquoise?
You see blue.
Yeah.
And that's okay. I see green. Like a sea foam green.
I see baby blue. But
so you feel good. You're seeing progress. He was on the way over here today to my house. He was talking about how cool he thought it was that his scarf was changing colors for him, and he wasn't having to change skeins. He really
like on this, I was like, I'd be
dropping stitches.
Okay, we were so close. But like on this, I had to, after this skein, I had to attach this and just keep on going. But on this scarf, it just does it all by itself.
Yep. So
but,
I want to hear about your FO.
My FO. So you guys have seen my FO, but you haven't seen it truly finished. Is that Emily's?
No, that's mine from weaving in the...
Okay.
Because we had to do a Kitchener stitch. Can you see where it was joined?
Oh, that was probably, you had to work on the inside. No.
We had to do a Kitchener. And I'll tell you a funny story when you're done talking about it.
Okay. So last time that you guys saw this, it was what did it look like? It was,
you had it done. It was waiting to be Kitchener together, the two ends stitched together.
yes. Okay, yeah. So because I wasn't making a cowl, I was doing something kind of like that. No.
Yeah, you had just gone round and round and round, and then you got to the end, and I had to take that end and join it to the end that you started and put those two together, and that's what made this, which means there's no ends for you to weave in. All your ends are inside.
Oh, okay. And I didn't have to, like flip around once I get to the end. I just kept going around and around. Okay. Okay,
but
so
you went this way.
Yes. So I
you can take that.
Yeah. I'm gonna take off my place markers and And so I don't know if I told you guys. Well, I'm gonna finish talking about this, but yeah, no. So it's completely all put together, and you're smiling.
It's great that you're sharing an FO. I think it's wonderful.
It really is. It's awesome. Because Mom is like, it seems like every episode you're sharing an FO, and just about, and I finally got an FO, and yeah, and so my stitch marker, this one actually belongs to you.
Yep.
Okay. So never mind. So
do you remember what yarn? Is it still in the bag? Is your yarn ball hover or your yarn band? Your ball band still in the...
My ball band.
Okay.
Did you put the needles? Put the needles in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so my needle size for so my needles, which are mine. I didn't have to because I need to borrow needles from my mom, but these are my needles, and they're a US size 8, and and they are Knitter's Pride Nova Platina, and so this is, and so I'll probably put this back in. So how do you gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, yep. Put it in there. And then, so my yarn that I used, I can just say that because it's an FO.
Mm-hmm.
It was 100% acrylic yarn.
By Mainstay?
Yep, by Mainstay. And it was 285 yards or 260 meters. It called for a US 9. I used an 8, which is, just it still works perfectly fine. And the name is it's something. It's blue multi, which makes a lot of sense because it's nothing but blue.
Try it on.
Yeah, it'll definitely keep somebody nice and warm this winter, because it's got like, it's kind of like a big.
And you could even pull it up.
Oh yeah, that's
for
right.
your ear.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to pull it up like a hood, but it could go up on your ear too.
Yeah.
Good job, son.
If it gets nice and
chilly.
And, windy.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I think it's lovely.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Yeah. And I mean, it still kind of has, some, like it still folds, on your neck, and it
great.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna love it.
Yeah. But yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, I'm really happy with myself, and I almost, should I like go, donate this like now, or wait until I have like a bunch?
I say you wait until it starts to get cold. You start a box, and when it starts to get cold, you take whatever you have in the box down to the shelter.
Okay. Well,
because I think you could potentially have both of these other things done by then.
So I mean, October is literally right around the corner.
It's this weekend.
Yep. And
I say the middle to end of October.
okay.
Yeah, we'll see what the temperature is. Do you see this fly? Don't you stop me.
So before I did, I was thinking about this earlier. I was just like, it's gonna be like, Mom, don't get mad at me. But I'm really glad that
I know, you did great.
yeah.
Okay, so I think that's it for FOs.
Yeah.
Feels good?
Yeah, it really does. Keep somebody's ears nice and warm, keep their neck nice and warm.
Keep the wind from going down their jacket. Yeah.
And I mean, and it's double thick.
Yep.
Because I went round and round, kind of like a cowl.
Yep.
But whenever I finished the skein, I just weaved in the two ends.
The Kitchener. So there's a story with that.
Oh yeah.
So I think I should show that with the litmus cowl, because that's essentially how the litmus is going to be going together, right? So the cast on is a provisional cast on, right? So provisional cast on, I will pick up these stitches and I will then, when I'm done making this, connect this tubey end to this tubey end. And that's what makes the cylinder, right? Because you've got the two ends right there meeting and connecting. So you guys have heard me talk a little bit about my mental headspace recently. And it's not what I'm accustomed to it being at this point in time. We'll get back there, but we're not there currently. So when I joined this, I joined these stitches on the outside of this to the inside of this. So I got about halfway around and realized, well, this side's open and it's open on the inside, and I've got half of the tube connected and sewn together, but it's not closing. I had completely done the wrong sides together, and holy cow. I just took it to the yarn shop and said, I know what I did. I can't think enough right now to fix it. If you could just unpick the Kitchener that I've done, and I will do this when I am in a better place. And I have more mental space. The bandwidth was not there. And not only did that lovely shop owner unpick my Kitchener, but when I went back, she had re-Kitchenered it for me. Or for you, I should say. Because I couldn't believe I did that. I could not believe I did that. So that is it for FOs.
Yep. Sorry.
That's okay.
She also Kitchenered this. She was very.
That's what I just said. She did that for you.
Yeah, and I'm just. Yeah. Oh wait, I can.
It's lovely, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked about whips and FOs, events, things going on in life. Right now, I am volunteering at the yarn shop. Right before the retreat, one of the yarn shop owner's employees decided it wasn't working out, so she left the yarn shop days before the retreat. So it kind of left the shop owner in a bit of a jam, but she's an amazing woman. She has lots of local support, and she was there and she was making it happen. And I said, can I help? Can I help? And so I have been helping at the local yarn shop, and let me tell you, what a rewarding experience. I have loved being in there. I go in once a week, and I never thought I would be one of those people that is, people come in and they're like, I need help with this pattern, or I'm not sure what I did wrong here, or I've dropped a stitch, can you help? And I've been able to help. Like, I never thought I'd be that person.
Oh no.
But I have.
Yeah, I have no doubt.
It has felt really amazing and incredibly rewarding, and I have been thoroughly enjoying the opportunity to be there. I don't know how long she'll say yes, please come in, or how long it'll last, but I have thoroughly enjoyed being there. We have also been doing Finish Friday Zoom meetings. So from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. my time, we have a Zoom meeting, and I'm in Boise, Idaho. So 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Boise, Idaho time, we've been doing a Zoom meeting to finish projects, work on projects, whatever, because we're not doing a cast-on party until after the first of the year. And so it has just been wonderful. This Friday, the 30th, will be the last one that I was planning on doing, but last week I had everybody say, you know what, we really think that we would enjoy if you continue doing that through October. So I don't know that this will be posted through October, but if it is, we are having Zoom meetings on Friday. Feel free to participate. I also have Monday afternoon Zooms from 1 to 3:30 my time. You're welcome to join if you're interested. We have a lot of fun. We talk a lot about knitting and projects, but there's a lot of other chit chat. The next cast on party I mentioned will be after the first of the year. I will be recording Vlogtober, but just like these regular episodes, I don't know when they'll be made live. I will be recording them though, and when things settle down, I will be posting those just like I would for Vlogtober normally. And what I do for Vlogtober is I record each day pretty much. I record some content each day, but I put a weekly video together. So I'll post it probably on a Friday, and it really does follow my Stephen West shawl quite a bit, but I do have some Halloween advents this year. So I'll be sharing those as well. The Vlogtober, I will record each day and put a video out on Friday, and it'll be an accumulation of the week, because December I do Vlogmas, and that is uploaded daily, and it's a lot. It's a lot of work to do. It's so much fun, and I love the engagement and the interaction with everybody, and I love sharing my family life with everybody. But it's a lot to do in October and then again in December. So this is what I have found that I enjoy, and I know I can maintain. So I hope you guys will participate and enjoy, and we'll see you guys. We will be doing another episode next week. Good?
Sounds groovy.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you later. Bye.
Ciao.